Shepherd's Pie song.
Yeah.
Filming live from a third-story, one-bedroom apartment in North Mishawaka, Indiana, the Princess City, cursed by geese. It's the Handlebar Growing Mustache Extravaganza with your host, Dave. Handlebar Mustache Show, Handlebar Mustache Show. Stash is looking great, but we can't be late for the Handlebar Mustache Show. Welcome back to year 5, day 328, take 2. Don't be fooled edition. Well, Fat, is that you?
Oh, yeah. It's a great president once said, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, won't get fooled again.
Oh, yeah. We won't get fooled again. So, anyway, me and Fran were watching some of the Anthony Bourdain unknown parts unknown. He was in Lyon, France, which is the epicenter of all French foods.
I see London, I see France.
Uh-oh. Not yet. Anyway, so it reminded me of my old days in the old kitchen and how usually somebody messed it all up and we were all stressed out and you couldn't wait for that first break to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. Like everybody was, that's no good.
Everybody could be emotionally secure and everybody could know exactly what to do and it could still be all messed up. That's the part I don't miss. But when you see all those chefs with their nice white coats and their hats and their medals and all that, you think to yourself, well, maybe. But then you have to remember what the reality is. It's basically just grunt work done by people too stupid to do anything else.
How dare you, my man?
No, that's not true. I'm just bitter. Some of the smartest people I know are cooks.
See?
They just like cooking.
Yep.
So that part's good.
It is.
Yeah, they just like the freewheeling atmosphere. The thinking on your feet. Being part of something bigger than yourself. I guess I could talk up the good aspects of it too.
Oh, there's two sides. You're right. There's the bad side too. I can't discount that. Like you say, everything is kind of happening at once, and nobody quite knows what to do. And oh, brother.
Yeah.
Been there.
But that's what happens when you got to be perfect every time.
Yep. You got to have a consistent product.
So that's all I wanted to say today. I watched that show about Lyon, and they had the family tree of chefs, like who studied with who and who was the offspring of who. I mean, not biologically, of course, but like they have for the coaching tree. Fat.
Yeah.
Like what coaches coach with this coach, and what's he doing now. So they talked about that. And it still made it sound glamorous. And I was like, it's not all glamorous.
No, you're right. I see your point now. It's like, it's glamorous when it's good, but and it's great in the sense where, the planning is even better. And some of the accomplishments, but there's some times where things just don't quite work out.
Now, as far as some place to live, I think living there would be okay. Because they have all kinds of delicious food to eat. Of course, I've got 50 restaurants just north of me. Maybe 60.
Yeah, you've got quite that cuisine to choose from. You're correct. A lot of the same, but somewhat different.
Right. But
I wonder how many restaurants don't have a deep fryer. Any of them? Probably like Subway.
I would think all of them would need one for something or other.
You think so?
Maybe we could steal the menu from the Greek place, the King Gyro.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff, isn't it?
They got the whole chickens and the barbecue chickens and the rib tips and the full slab and the half slab.
Yeah.
And then they got like chicken sandwiches and burgers.
But, yeah, just maybe look at some of the things they have that we might want to offer. Yeah, exactly.
I think they must hold some of their food in a steamer because it sure comes out fast.
Well, they do. They hold half chickens in the steamer, usually based on volume of business. They hold ribs based on volume of business. They hold pretty much those two items. Everything else is in the gyro meat's always on a spindle. Plus, they shave off the outside edge about a pound at a time, maybe 2 pounds.
Right.
Which goes warmer drawer, which is held under the degree.
Mm-hmm.
The King Gabriel business model is a great business model. You have a lot of really tasty stuff that you're still not really stretching yourself too far as labor goes. You got gyros, you got burgers, you got ribs. I mean, you're not, a little bit further you might want to go, but still, it's still probably 3 or 4 main items and not a lot of variations.
Right.
You just don't have a menu that has like 50 choices. You don't have a menu that has like 25 choices. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
That'd be too much.
Yeah. Because everything has to either be a seller that sells 90% plus without weight, probably 95 with no weight. And then the rest of it has to be interchangeable that can be used for more than one thing.
Yes. Well, maybe we could. Yeah. Maybe we could do a restaurant tutorial for your show, Fat. We could tell people how to run a restaurant.
Yeah, we'll do that next episode.
Next episode. All right. I've probably said too much.
I'm sure I have, but you just enough.
Knock on wood. Keep it classy, interweb. And until Fat and I see you mañana, we bid you all arrivederci and adieu.